Alright guys, we are back on City Skyline and I love the attention to detail this game has. Watch this. They literally play out a whole play here. Now it's the same play over and over. I've been watching this for just a little bit. But it's literally this, they're playing a quick game of basketball. I love the fact that they have that he goes in for the dunk. Now, unfortunately for the other guy, he doesn't actually get to ever score, but that's okay. Nobody ever uses this pool. It's unfortunate. Same thing with those swings. But we're not going to stay here. We're actually going to go into the city today. I wanted to address, I made a quick change over here and I don't know how it's working out. In fact, it looks like it's working out horribly. I put in a super exit here and it looks like it's not doing well. In fact, it's making as or more congestion than needed. So I'm going to, this didn't work out with the small version, it's not working out with the big one. So you guys are just going to need to find a different way. So that's going to unclutter hopefully some of this, but this, look how cluttered this is. And it's going to just get worse because I took out that section there. So here's what I want to do to fix that. I'm going to make metros. I've already placed all the different ones because I've done a little bit of research on what other people have been doing. I've done some research on best ideas. I've even looked into the subway plans for New York, London, a couple other places, and there's really two schools of thought. There's a London version of it, which would say, hey, you have kind of a, not a central transit, but you have a bunch of subway lines that's running. Some are fairly close to others, but you do a big loops. And so you have a stop here and here and here. And then there's the New York series of thoughts where you have a line and you stop and you stop and you stop and you stop, but then you come straight back. And so they're just a bunch of lines, which is why they call it the red line, the blue line, stuff like that. Whereas London is much different. And so this game seems to favor the line version of things. So I'm actually going to go with that. And from what I experienced so far is you're not actually going to set it up kind of like the London map where you have several stops along the way. This is as frequent as they probably need to be. And so if you live right here, you're going to have to walk that distance to get there, which is unfortunate, but just the case it is. So I'm going to do the other big thing, as I said, make sure you have a place to get to the stadium. You got the university, which is right here. So this is kind of the way I'm going to propose that this goes. So let's go ahead and go, we're going to start with this one. Go there. And then go here. And then this is just a straight shot. And then let's do a short hop. Curve it just a smidge. And then we'll connect it. And that's literally the line. And so it's going to look like this. You start here, go to here, go to here, and then you go back, and that's the green line. And that's it. Now we could add more in between, certainly, and we may end up doing that in the future. But for now, that's all we're going to do. Same thing with coming out to the suburbs. We're just going to line it up. And I believe you can actually change the elevation of things, so it works a little bit better if you have to have crossover. I haven't played with that much at all, so I don't know how that looks. So let's go here, and then there, and then there, and then there. And that is going to be a new line. And that's literally it. Now I've heard of people having a second line come from here, and then like we could do one that wraps around, and we could do that as well. We have to just make sure that we work it well, because if this is going this way and they're all coming into the same spot, there can be a lot of congestion with that. So we're intentionally just stopping it here, and then they would have to switch, and then they could go this way. And then we want to go, and so there will be options for us to now go this way to suburbs up there when we eventually make that. And then over here, how are we going to do this? I've actually put that metro in wrong. I'm gonna need to fix that. Hold on. Let's see, where is that at? It was one of these buildings. There it is. We're gonna need to move you. So here. It's always tough getting it right lined up. I guess we're gonna have to do that. And then we'll connect here. That's pretty simple. And then here with a little turn. And then connect that. And again, this will just be another connection line. Got a few stops in there, and then that's it. They literally just go back and forth, back and forth. And that's going to be the extent of the metro for now. Now, if you guys have a better option, I would love to see it, because I recognize I might be a super novice at this. Now, if and when we have the airports, wherever it'll be, I have no idea. Let's say we end up putting the airport right here. It'll have highway connection. It'll also have metro connection into everywhere that we want to go. This will probably be just one of the central connections, and this will be a connection that ends up going somewhere else. I feel like this is going to be like the downtown area, and so we may have more connections, but then it like goes way out here and really connects with some other ones that's more sparsely connected. So look at that residential. My goodness. I know we had a connection in here, so let's go ahead and dezone all of this, and we'll run that just for a minute. And as that's getting torn down, we'll go ahead and put more in. Go ahead and do this. Come on. I don't know what those buildings are. No, I want to actually delete. Sometimes this game does not like working with you. Alright, so that'll drop a little bit, I'm sure. I love how that just like ridiculously spiked. And the metro apparently doesn't take a ton of money to do. It's 46 cents a cell. This one's 240 a week. That's not great. So that's why you don't want to have a ton of them. But this is only 32. The difference between this and the other one is the traffic, not amazingly fun, whereas the other one is very highly controlled. It does support medium traffic. This one supports heavy traffic. How are we doing as far as our traffic now? Obviously it's at night. The roundabout still congested, of course. And after time, that'll eventually play out. So this is the quick map of things. I think this is a good start. Hopefully. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm like terribly mistaken. But I think that'll be a good start. How are we doing on the pollution? Awesome. Of course, that needs to eventually be fixed. When we could probably end up buying more of this down here, just moving all that down there. That'll eventually get cleaned up. Our water and sewage is fine. That's good. We're still burning more than we are taking in. Our healthcare is great, though the health could be improved a little bit. Our fire hazard is low. Crime rate is low, but we do eventually need to take care of all those jails. School. Ooh. Our school is not doing hot. In fact, our elementary, we need another elementary over here. Like right. Let's just do it right there by the high school. Because we are going to expand this way as soon as we can move those. So now they're taken care of. High school's not amazing right here. And darn, not amazing over there either. Universities off the charts. I'm actually thinking I might have a high school just built into here and then one built into there, as opposed to having it right there and inaccessible. I think I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead and move this guy. Space is already occupied, I think, by a park. And that's occupied. Let's do it right here. Yeah, I know, it makes you guys sad. So now high school is a little bit better for coverage. It's okay for coverage. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Traffic could do better. The buses are doing great. The metro, oh my goodness. I did not expect it to jump that high that fast. We have a water treatment. You can build a water treatment plant to reduce the environmental impact. Not that big of a deal right now, but we do need to build us one of these. Our cemeteries, as gross as this is, our cemeteries are filling up. The use of thermal energy, that's disgusting. Alright, any unique buildings? Slowly working on that. Any achievements? Nothing to note. Alright, so we can buy some more land if we need to. In fact, I think let's go ahead and just buy up as much as we can. I'm going to put the crematorium down first. Patient capacity. This game is kind of sick. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do it right across from one of the cemeteries. So weird. Do I need to move it? I almost feel like I should move it. Let's just go ahead and put it there. I know, I'm sorry. Whatever. Weird game. So we got that, but what was the other thing I was just saying? Saying something. It was important. I wanted to buy. Yes, buy land. So let's go ahead and purchase this. Now that we purchased that... Oh, is that all we can buy? Okay. I do want to buy more down this way, because then we can purchase it, the sewage going that way. But we also have beaches over here I want to buy too. I kind of want to just move all this now. And then we'll want to buy this way to buy more wind power. Probably could just buy move the water to there too, and we can just continue to build out that way. But for now, let's increase our heavy density downtown. Get this going. We are currently at plus 20,000 a week, which means it's going to be hard just to spend this money, which is a good thing. Transportation wise, we will eventually have this once our population's high enough. We will eventually have this when our population is high enough, which this is great for industry. And we'll need to build out our taxi service and our bus lanes. So we got one bus currently running, one bus lane going, but we'll need to do more of that. Since demand is up, let's put that in. Get rid of those houses, develop more demand. Since commerce is high, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And this, and then I can actually take that out. The electrical lines that are bugging me. Come on. That should help. Cool. So I think next episode I'm going to go ahead and build the suburb roads over here. I'm not going to actually do anything with the suburb roads except to have them built out. I eventually would like to go ahead and also start to use, we got the ability to do special industrial zones. When you do zoning, if we look at it real quick, the zoning policies, you can make it so that, where is that at? You can do farming, you can do ore mining, you can do oil industry, and you can do generic industry. And obviously that's the generic, in the forestry, that's the one I was looking for. This one you can put almost anywhere. It would make sense to have it here because that's all there. And there's a little train station coming in. The oil, though, we kind of need to start to figure out, and I'll do a little, I have not worked with this much at all. SimCity has a good version of this, but I think it would be appropriate to kind of do some investigating beforehand. I'm trying to think of where the renewable sources are. Let's see. Got the districts. Man, I'm gonna have to just take a look at this later. Alright, I'll take a look at it elsewhere just to kind of nail some stuff down as far as what we want to do with oil and minerals and all that stuff, as well as some farmlands. We need to have good farmland done. And this will already be done. I will already have, this will probably mirror over here, and then I'll have something special in the middle too. So I'll take care of that when we get there, guys. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Jeremy, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.